take pictures in here.
Ma'am, I feel uncomfortable. You're walking right up to me and sticking a camera.
You have a mask and
You're
sunglasses
sticking a camera
on.
right here.
I just think it's really strange.
Ma'am?
So she thinks we're strange, but she's approaching us. We left her alone, but she's approaching us.
Recording.
Sir, she's harassing us. We're trying to leave, and she's just coming out. I'm feeling harassed right now.
Taking a picture of you guys.
She's walking up to us.
We didn't follow her.
Is there anything I can help you with now?
Could you help us, sir?
I asked them, for what purpose they were filming all
Can you
this.
remind me, what is it, the First Amendment, right?
No,
Or-
I'm just gathering some information about the library here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They do have the right to film the public.
I have a right to film them.
It's just weird though. We weren't following you, but now you're following us. I'm feeling kind of harassed. I'm just gathering content. I'm just taking pictures and video.
Time. You don't have anywhere to go after this.
I don't? Where are you? Where do you have to go?
I'm going to go back in the library and finish my work.
Sounds like what, you don't have a job to go to? You just have to go to the library?
I will say this very clearly. I think that you too do not hold high value in society. I will say this very clearly. I think that you too do not hold high value in society.
This is not intended for one hater, but all haters.
All right, guys. Welcome back. Your boys over in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, at the Palo Alto, California Public Library. Joining me today, Angry Vet Audits. And together, we'll be walking around, taking some pictures and video, and gathering content for our stories. And I know what some of you bootlickers are thinking. Anthony, where's this story? When are you going to publish it? Well, guys, if you're watching the video, you're watching the story. That being said, no bootlicking. Let's do this. It's a drainage. Instead of having an actual drain, the water goes along the chain and drips down. Kind of cool. Got the restrooms, got some water. Not much happening in there. Just to really reiterate, guys, we're not here to bother anyone, checking out books or doing research or, whatever. We're not here to bother the staff. We just want to get some B-roll footage, check it out. We've never been here. See if they have any cool artwork and make sure they respect our rights. That's it. Got all the crayons there if anybody wants to color. Answers. Get a couple shots here real quick. Hello. No, we're just taking a tour real quick. Appreciate you. Is there anything you... Oh, sorry.
The library is a public building, so anyone's able to videotape whatever.
Yeah, but we're not here to bother you, sir. I would recommend just, try to avoid us. Yeah. Don't get our attention. Yeah.
You don't need to be
You got it.
him anymore.
Yeah. No, I'm just letting him know, just educating.
I understand, but
Yeah.
he's already walking away, so
Yeah. Well, he's just standing there.
He's now stopped now that you're talking.
I feel like he's trying to intimidate me. I'm getting a little nervous.
He's ready to walk away.
I would prefer not to be filmed if possible.
Yeah, I prefer not to be filmed as well.
Walk away. Simple.
There is a boundary line if other patrons are doing harassment.
Well, we're not here. No, he approached us. I'm not here to.
But they're both saying they would rather not be.
Yeah, well, we're not here to record them.
Reminding you that there is a boundary line that if other patrons are expressing.
Yeah, we're just here to take a tour. I would recommend.
Can I ask why you're filming?
Well, you don't want to be recorded, so we can't interact with you then.
Okay, I mean, you won't be filming us then?
We're not here to film you.
No, we aren't.
I know, but please don't put me in your image.
Sir, we're not harassing anyone.
Walking up to us,
You're assuming we are. We're just taking pictures. We're just taking pictures.
For what purpose?
Yeah, just so you know, they approached us, though. We're not trying to. They approached us. Yeah.
They've approached you to express they don't want to be filmed.
She just came over. No, she was asking us questions, ma'am. You're not listening.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Can I help with anything?
No, I'm good. Are you the, I guess what, call it,
Supervisor.
librarian. Gotcha.
How you doing?
Good.
So yeah, we just came in and we were just recording, and within a few seconds, the guy came over, approached us. We weren't trying to record him, and he was asking questions. The lady came over asking questions, And all as I was basically saying, yeah, if you don't want to be recorded, we can walk away from us anytime. We're not going to follow them. We're not going to chase them down. We're not here to, how do you say, make them feel uncomfortable when they're doing research or whatever. We're just doing a tour. I was actually about to ask her if there was anything cool or worth seeing, like, any water features, but I saw you had some turned off out there. And that's when he came over and kind of interrupted. And then she was being a little passive aggressive. You were very nice at first, I'm just saying, but you were kind of like taking their side, like we're the troublemaker when we were just simply educating them. No, but yeah, we're grown men. We don't need reminding. Maybe remind them, like, hey, they're like you said, we're allowed to record. Like, hey, they're welcome to walk away at any point. We're not going to follow them. We're not going to harass them. We're not going to harass you.
Exactly.
We're just we're peaceful.
We're happy you're here.
Yeah, we're peaceful.
If there's anything you need, in fact, do you guys have library cards?
Not yet, but we may want to get one in the future, though. In the future,
Okay.
yeah.
Because we'd be happy to get you one.
I do have a question, though, for you, because
Yes.
when I go around to certain locations, let's say someone opens their account here just to disseminate some information to the public, and let's say they randomly have an emergency and they moved out of the county, out of your zone.
Yeah.
Like, let's say they moved to Nevada or they moved to LA. Could they still return a book through one of those libraries? I know it would be a little more of a headache. Can they still return it, or do they have to actually physically mail it, or to you guys?
If you want to be secure with it, yes, return it to the exact location you got it from.
Well, let's say they had like a family emergency, they moved, they didn't realize they had it.
Mail it back. You
Gotcha.
can mail it back, yeah. But I wouldn't rely on returning on another city library because
Gotcha.
you never know.
Or
if
in a
you'll
different
get
county.
this. Exactly, no.
Gotcha.
The best thing is returning to the county you get it from.
Gotcha. Do you have a business card by any chance?
I do, as a matter of fact, yeah.
If I can get one, I appreciate it.
So how long have you guys been doing this?
No, this is our first time here.
No, I mean, been doing what you do. How long have you been doing it?
I've been taking pictures since cameras became readily available on everyone's phone. 20 years ago when you had the flip phone, you didn't have that choice.
Yeah. So, anything I can do, let me know. Reach
No,
out
you've been very helpful. I appreciate it.
Cupertino is would be outside of
Outside,
the area.
if you're ever in there, I highly recommend it because
Is it a nice
it's a
library?
nice one. Well, what makes it unique is when you walk in the lobby. I spoke with the supervisor there as well.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of like the Bay Aquarium. They have probably a 20, I could be way off, but like 20, 30 foot aquarium that's from the floor all the way to the ceiling.
In the library?
A fish tank in the library
They have
hallway.
a fish tank.
It's the first one I've ever seen in 3 different
No
states.
way. That's fascinating.
So I thought, whenever I speak with people, I always recommend, hey, if you're ever in Cupertino, go check it out.
The library is perhaps best known for its 16-foot-long saltwater aquarium. Featuring 17 species of fish, you can find videos of their aquatic adventures on the library's Facebook page.
It's the first one I've ever seen in 3 different
No
states.
way. That's fascinating.
So I thought, whenever I speak with people, I always recommend, hey, if you're ever in Cupertino, go check it out.
Okay, well,
I'm
what
there.
we do have here is this amazing facility.
Yeah.
It's very historic. So, yeah.
I like all the redwood trees. That's what really
Isn't
gets
that
me.
lovely?
I saw you have some that are out there that look like they've been around for.
If you go out the breezeway, you'll find a whole nice little area. So,
Gotcha. Well, you've been very cordial and respectful. I appreciate it. We're going to definitely highlight you.
okay.
Just let them know, hey, we're not here to bother them. We're not here to, record children. We can't control if they run in the background or, approach us, like I said, but we're not here to bother anyone.
You got it. And
Gotcha.
If you have any issues, reach out to me. I'm happy to help.
Gotcha. All right. Appreciate it, my man.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate your help. With Cupertino, they got that really cool aquarium. This one has like some nice, what do you call it, redwoods and whatnot. I think they're talking about us. So yeah, the lady that was over there, she went back to the counter. She was kind of having a little powwow with her when he was distracting us. But yeah, what can we do? Karens will be Karens, guys. I think we're gonna wrap this one up though. Maybe go outside for a little bit, see if they come outside. We can't control if they approach us, guys. We're not here to harass them. But obviously they might want to come over us to guide. I'm not gonna point over to him, but he keeps watching us over there. Keeps looking. Yeah. All right, let's wrap this one up. Got all the cool DVDs, all the old school stuff here. Very cool, guys. Very cool. Have a good day. I've been to some places where they got like complimentary bookmarks you can bring home to like your kids or whatever. Uh-oh, guys, we got the can back of shame.
Oh, she went.
Ma'am, you're not supposed to take pictures in here.
Ma'am, I feel uncomfortable. You're walking right up to me and sticking a camera.
You have a mask and
You're sticking a
sunglasses on.
camera.
I wonder if she started recording the librarian as well when she first walked in. I mean, after all, she also has a mask on.
Ma'am, I feel uncomfortable. You're walking right up to me and sticking a camera.
You have a mask and
You're
sunglasses
sticking a
on.
camera right here.
I just think it's really strange.
Ma'am?
So she thinks we're strange, but she's approaching us. We left her alone, but she's approaching us.
Recording.
Sir, she's harassing us. We're just trying to leave, and she's just coming out. I'm feeling harassed right now.
Taking a picture of you guys.
She's walking up to us.
We didn't follow her.
Is there anything I can help you with now?
Could you help us, sir?
I asked them, for what purpose they were filming.
Can you remind me, what is it, the First Amendment, right?
No,
Or-
I'm just gathering some information about the library
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They do have the right to film the public.
I have a right to film them.
It's just weird though. We weren't following you, but now you're following us. I'm feeling kind of harassed. People wear masks all the time, man.
Ma'am,
But
look,
if you
look
feel
at the
comfortable,
librarian back there has a mask on, ma'am.
Just walk away. I think that's the best approach.
There you go.
If there's
Great
anything else,
advice.
Let me know.
Hey, appreciate de-escalating, my man.
Appreciate it.
Good job. Good job.
That was excellent.
We need more people like you.
You're excellent,
Out here.
supervisor.
Oh, we got some cool artwork up here. Let's check it out. Great de-escalation skills by the supervisor, defending our rights. He, in my book, guys, out of all the libraries I've been to, not too many, but out of a dozen or so over the years, he's definitely in the top 2 or 3.
I kind of like this.
That is a cool one. I like that one.
I like that.
These are all unique little artworks, guys. Got the payphone, guys. Wonder if it actually works.
It does.
I don't know if you can hear that. It does work. You don't see that too often. All right. We are being... Sorry, what was that, sir? Sir, I'm going to ask you to disengage. We don't want to have a conversation with you. Sir, I'm feeling harassed. Please leave us alone.
Sir, I feel like you're following us because the whole time we were in there, you were standing up watching us, and now you're following
You approached us aggressively before. We were just in there peacefully taking pictures. Sir, disengage. Disengage.
I'm just asking.
Sir, disengage.
Educating.
Sir, disengage.
No, can you please continue educating? Because you came to educate, right?
Well, you just said you don't want to talk to us.
In the library, I didn't want to talk to you.
So out here, you're okay to talk to us.
No, I'm asking you a very specific question.
What's your question?
Thank you. So you said, and the librarian agreed just now.
I'm sorry, let me get closer so I can hear you better.
You said, and the librarian agreed with you just now that you could film because this was a public building.
Yeah, it belongs to the people.
Right. So I'm just taking that a step further and asking you, now that we're outside the building.
Sure. What's your question, though?
You feel that you have a right to film people outside the building as well as inside? Because I thought when I read the newspaper about people going around and trolling public servants, I thought their excuse was they were inside a public building performing a public function.
Now, when you say, just to clarify, just so we're on the same page, do you mean trolling or do you mean, how do you say testing? I think is what the proper wording would be, testing the employees rather than trolling. Because, you know, I'm just holding a camera, sir. What you do in front of it or what another person does in front of it is up to them. I can't control that.
How you define what's going on here is up to you. We all have different ideas of what words mean.
Okay.
That is part of our First Amendment.
Absolutely, I agree.
I'd like to just go back to that specific question. So when I read, and I
Okay.
think you know the answer.
So what's your actual question then?
Again, my actual question is, when I read about this in the newspaper and the fact that people could go into public buildings and film public servants performing their duties,
Right.
or even go into a business and film people performing their duties. That was about having the right to film people providing a service for the government or for that corporation.
Right.
Here we're in a public space.
Public, you said the key word.
But who do you need to film right now as far as them performing a duty? And how do you have a right to
Well,
film
I'll
that
answer you.
person?
I'll answer you the best I can, and hopefully it makes sense. So to start off, so I can record on, obviously this is a public building. It's paid for by our tax dollars. It belongs to you. It belongs to me. It belongs to the people. We, the people, have a right to monitor our government, just like you said, during the course of their duties. Now, as far as being outside of the building, we also have a right to take pictures and video. I mean, how do you think people get pictures for like magazines, for newspapers, you know, the major news networks? And as far as a private, let me just finish. And as far as a private building goes, let's say you owned a business and I came over to your property, on your property, that's open to the public. I could take pictures. However, you being the owner, if you said, hey, you know what? I have a personal policy. I don't want you on my property taking pictures. I would have to exit. Otherwise, I'd be trespassing then at that point. If you told me to leave, you couldn't stop me from recording. But if you said, hey, you know what, I want you to leave because you're recording, or whatever the reason is, it doesn't matter why, you don't like my shirt, you know, I'd have to leave because it's your property. But out in public, there's no expectation of privacy in public. So if you can see it,
That's right.
you can record it. Just like it's called the plain view doctrine. Like a police officer, let's say he pulls someone over and he sees something through the back seat that looks suspicious, he can use it as a reason to search the vehicle.
Right, but you don't have any sort of right to pull me over. And,
Well, no, I'm not gonna, and I'm not trying to pull you over.
but what you're doing, I think, is harassment because you're filming me in order to interfere.
Well, let me ask you this. That's a legit question. So
You're filming
go
me
ahead.
in order to interfere with what I'd otherwise been doing. See, I came out here to send my friend some messages, and then if he responded a certain way, I was going to call him. I don't
Right.
want to call him in the library, but instead I'm talking to you guys.
Well, here's the thing, you know. So let me ask you this. That's a legit concern. So let me tell you this. If let's just say we went in there, we were taking our pictures, and you didn't interrupt us before, and we saw you come out here, we probably would have just been gone. But because you were interrupting us,
You need to feel empowered.
no, not empowered. That's nothing about that. I'm an old guy, brother.
You need to feel empowered.
No.
You're not getting your way in America.
No,
Things aren't going well.
see, it sounds like you're the one that thinks you're not getting your way.
no,
So
no. I was
someone
talking
interrupts
about
us, someone makes a big stink about, you know, trying to impede on our rights, and then we see them come out here right at the same time when we come out. It's going to get my attention.
My friend sent me a text, so I wanted to come out.
Yeah, and you're
say
welcome
hi.
to, but you.
But you took it as me harassing you, and so now you're harassing.
Well, when we were we're not harassing you, sir. Having a sir,
Actually, I think if
you said you had a question for us, so we're engaging in conversation, didn't it?
Actually,
Answer one question for me. Answer one question. In the beginning of this conversation, did I or did I not say I'd like to disengage in the conversation?
No, you.
Did I or did I not? It's yes or no?
You were standing over there.
I was
and you were
standing
talking about me
over there.
which was distracting to me. You're making commentary about me, which I could hear.
That's-
And I think when you add those things up and the fact that you want to be here filming me, I think that's
Sir,
harassment.
we literally left before you did.
We were out here first. You entered
There's
this
no
area
first
after
come,
us.
first serve.
No, I'm just saying, but we weren't following you. The harassment would be like if we were following you, and
My texts are quite clear.
And we had an interaction before.
My texts are quite clear.
So
nothing to do with us.
Nothing
we
to
made
do
a
with you.
commentary
So I
about
was here.
this guy is.
And you're welcome to
possibly
stay there or go back inside.
But you were also making commentary about me and filming me.
We're allowed to.
And
It's
I
free
think that
speech.
you're
It's a
here-
public area,
I
sir.
think
You're
that
a lawyer.
here-
You should know that.
I think that you're here because you want to cause trouble.
No.
And
You're
you
trying
didn't
to
get
cause
enough
trouble.
trouble inside.
Sir,
now you're
So what
harassing me
I like to
outside.
highlight, I actually go out looking for great public servants. I even told the guy I'm going to highlight him because he was awesome, and we had a great conversation about the Cupertino location. The Cupertino location. If you, and I'll tell you this right now too, the same thing I told him. If you ever in Cupertino, check out that library. They have a phenomenal aquarium there. I love highlighting good
So
people.
Where you guys headed next?
Oh, I can't tell you. That'd be personal. What about you? What are you having for dinner tonight?
I've got some naan bread that I'm going to eat.
Okay,
Yeah, how you guys doing?
we're good. I'm a big guy. I'm hungry, man. If you got a plate for me, I'll take it.
I don't.
No,
don't
I
have a plan
can't blame you
you
for
since
asking.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you, sir. If you'd like
That's
it,
okay. You guys can
if-
leave anytime you want.
you
Stop
too. You're
filming.
welcome to get up and walk away.
Yes, I can.
See how that
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
However, though, if you don't want to talk to us or engage anymore, I'm willing to, disengage in
If
conversation.
you guys want to film me, you film me. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's what we're doing. We don't need permission.
All day.
We don't need permission, sir.
Really.
Yeah, it's America, not North Korea, not Russia, not China. But hey, I'm gonna disengage, man, because I don't want you to feel harassed. I wish you a blessed day.
Have a great day.
Take care, man. Enjoy those text messages. We're not here to harass you. We're just working on a story on the library. You kind of became the story, but I appreciate you. God bless.
Do you feel like you're threatening me by saying that I became the story?
No, I'm just letting you know. I'm informing you.
It sounds like things are starting to turn around for
telling
him.
people what to do? Do you
Looking for a
enjoy telling
place.
people to walk away?
Have I ever once said you have to walk away, sir?
Disengage?
Sir, have I ever once said you have to walk away?
Yeah, you said.
I said you could walk away if you don't want to,
That's the same thing.
No, come on, sir.
When you're looking at a case of harassment,
Words are very important. How you word it.
they're not that important.
They are
It's
definitely
the
important.
activities and the
You're right. So I guess you following us out here when we're out here, I guess you were harassing us.
No, I'm waiting for my friend to call me now.
No. Well, you engage in a conversation. I told you if you wanted, sir, right from the get-go, I said if you'd like, I'd like to disengage, and you said you wanted to ask us some questions.
You initiated and invited a conversation.
You're really
with
looking.
questions.
You really are looking for a claim, aren't you? You want somebody to say that you're harassing them.
No.
Is that what you're looking for?
I've never.
What are you
When you say a
looking
claim, what does that mean?
for? What are you looking for? What do you
I'm just gathering content.
No, you're not.
I'm just taking pictures and video.
Waste of time. You don't have anywhere to go after this.
I don't? Where do you have to go?
I'm going to go back in the library and finish my work.
Sounds like what, you don't have a job to go to? You just have to go to the library? It's a Thursday night. Shouldn't you be at home resting?
Have to follow around a couple of cameras.
Well, you're saying we don't have anywhere to go.
No, I'm asking you, where are you going?
You didn't ask. You said you don't have any. You said you don't have anywhere to go.
You're standing here filming.
And you said you don't have anywhere to go.
It seems like you don't have anything to do.
No, it sounds like you're trying to devalue the importance of what we're doing.
I will say this very clearly. I think that you too do not hold high value in society. I will say this very clearly. I think that you too do not hold high value in society. I will say this very clearly. I think that you too do not hold high value in society.
Gotcha.
And I think that's part of why.
Well, not everyone can polish boots like you and be a good little sheep and do as we're told, when we're told. Some people like to actually exercise those rights that our men and women fought so hard for. So maybe you don't, but some people do.
I think my brother served 3 tours, and I don't think any of those tours.
And I appreciate his service, but you should too then.
I don't think that any of those tours were served so that you could walk around filming people.
Really?
I think that you're not.
So would you like to live? Let me ask you this then. Would you like to live in a country where public photography was illegal?
No.
Can you imagine being at Disneyland and you can't take a selfie without getting permission of the 50 people behind you? Imagine no more paparazzis, no more magazines, no more news channels unless we all get permission and written consent from our government and be good little sheep.
I live in a country where the hatred of one person against another.
Sounds like you have hatred towards us.
Well,
You're devaluing our worth by saying because you don't like what we're doing.
I can see you clearly.
Sir, in America, you don't always have to, and you don't have to always like or agree with why someone's doing something, but if they're not hurting you, why would you want to insult us and devalue us?
Because you are hurting me.
Sir,
Because you're bothering me.
you're bothering us.
Let them be.
I'll just
be free.
I'll just say it again.
Sir, you're digging yourself in a deeper hole every minute.
I'm not in a hole.
You're in there. You're up to it, up to your chest.
Are going to, you may or may not try to edit these videos, post them online, and get responses from those posts.
Sir, the only response I'm going to get is what you create.
You will draw some sort of personal, what should I say, validation
For man baby?
for posting those videos online and getting the reactions that you want from those videos.
Sir,
I think that's what you're doing.
I just record. The reaction I get is up to
I
you.
think it's a symptom of
Sir,
the country.
you can shine like a star or you can melt like a snowflake, and you're melting.
Shine like a star, not like a snowflake. That's good.
You're melting.
You are part of that problem. You are looking for conflict. You're creating.
All right, guys, I'm going to disengage. We're getting nowhere with this guy. He's under the impression if someone exercises their rights, if he doesn't agree with what you're doing, then we are the problem. He does not value America or America's values. He thinks you should not be free. He doesn't understand that freedom of press is under the same 5 elements, like with speech, with freedom of religion. I guess if I don't like his religion, I guess he's a menace to society, according to him.
Okay, guys, I enjoyed this, but I got to talk to my friend now.
All right.
Please leave me alone.
All right. So this guy actually has a friend. That's interesting.
Hey, how you doing?
Now, I'm not going to follow him, guys. If he wants to disengage, he's welcome to walk away at any time.